Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Angel from Simply Angel Tia. In this video we're working on yet another Mobius scarf. I did my first one ever for the channel, which is the blue one. I'll put a video somewhere here, and I had requests from you guys asking if it can be done bigger and wider. So that's why I decided to do the second one here. And of course I wasn't going to do the exact same tutorial twice, so I decided to make this one in Christmas theme because Christmas is coming up in 2 months or a month and a bit. So in case you guys are also looking for ideas to make for Christmas as gifts and things like that, or just for you to wear during the Christmas season, so this is why I decided to do this second one in these theme colors, which is the white and red and sparkly too, not just white and red but also sparkly white and red. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be working on. Go ahead and grab your materials. I will do the same, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay my lovelies, so before we get started with the project, I'm gonna show you the materials that I'm using for it. And as you can see here, I have my 2 color yarns. I have this red, sparkly red, and this sparkly white, which just completely fits the Christmas theme obviously. For crochet hook size, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, which is a H8 US. These here, they recommend a 4mm crochet hook because it is a lightweight number 3. Okay, and for this here, it is white, but the color number is 1. And this one here is, I call it red, but it is color number 8. Okay, so this is called Triko Boutique Jo Metal. Okay, and it's 97% acrylic and 3% metallic. This ball here is 50 grams per. Okay, and of course all the details are exactly the same with this, just the difference is the color. Now for this scarf, I'm gonna make it a little bit larger than the blue one that I showed you guys earlier, because I just want to make it different. It seems like a lot of people liked this particular project, so I decided to do it again, but just do it in different colors for a different theme and in a different pattern altogether. Okay, so this is what we're using for that, and I've already talked about the crochet hook size I'm using. And of course you need to make sure you have scissors around so you can cut your strings and your yarn. If you want a tape measure to measure your work, I don't see why you would do that in this particular case, but if you do need one, make sure you have one around. The same thing with stitch markers. If you want some stitch markers, always have those around. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay my lovelies, so to get the project started, we're going to start with this red, sparkly red color. And I'm going to, and again, you can use any colors in this case, so you don't have to particularly follow what I'm doing except for the pattern, how to do it. But in terms of color, you can use whatever colors you want. So I'm going to start by doing a slip knot, so I can do a foundation chain, and that's how I do my slip knot. And I will do like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and start by doing a foundation chain of 150 plus 150, sorry, so just 150 chains. And like I said, I'm doing this a little bit larger than the previous one that I did, which was a small. And in that one, I did 120 chains. And this one, I'm doing 150, which is kind of like a medium-ish, around the medium size, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay my lovelies, so this is my chain of 150 here. Okay, so again, if you're doing it in different sizes, like I said in the previous video where I did the blue one, 120 is for a small, about 140, 150 is for a medium, and then 160, 170 is for a large, and then you just increase it by about 20 to 30 stitches. Okay, so this is for a medium Mobius scarf, and it's Christmas theme. This is why I'm choosing these colors. So if you're making a medium, then this is about the number of chains that you do. If you're making it larger, then you need to increase your stitches accordingly. Okay, all right, so we're gonna make sure we hold this chain here very straight so that it doesn't twist anywhere, because we're gonna want to work into it while it's very straight. And even though Mobius stitch have a twist, we don't want that to be created by the chain. We want to create that on our own. Okay, now that I have made my chain super straight, I'm gonna work a slip stitch on top of the very first stitch, so the very first chain that we created. I'm going to go ahead and work a slip stitch into that. Okay, make sure the chain is going under like this, and you do a slip stitch, and then you're going to work a chain 2, so 1, 2, and this chain 2 counts as a double crochet. And then you go ahead into the next stitch and you're going to work a double crochet like that, and then into the next stitch right here you're going to work another double crochet. Okay, and again you're going into the back of the foundation chain like that, and then you just continue to work your double crochets all around until you come back to where we just started this row here. So you're gonna work it all around until you get back to here. So I will let you guys do that, and when you reach back there, come back to the video and I will show you guys what to do for row 2, and then I will show you guys how to work the rest of the stitches after that. Okay, so for now just go ahead and complete this row and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have completed the first row here. So as you can see, this is pretty much how it looks like. It's very flat when you put it down like this. This is an indication that obviously shows that you did not have a twisted chain at the beginning. And so now we're going to start with row 2, and as you can see here, it faces this here, but because we want to create that Mobius twist, we're gonna twist this section like this so that we can work on this side here. Okay, so we just twist it like this, and then we go ahead and work right into the first stitch here to do a double crochet, and then we're gonna go into the next stitch right here and do a double crochet. And as you can see, I'm weaving in the string from the beginning of the chain, whatever little bit of the chain that was left hanging, I'm weaving that in as I go and work the stitches. You don't have to do it like this. You can obviously leave it hanging and weave it in later, but if you do it like this, it just makes it easier to deal with it now, and you don't have to deal with it later. Okay, so you continue to work your double crochets in this row, and it's gonna go all the way and twist around, and this second row will end right here. So when you get to this section here, come back and I will show you how to start the next row. Okay, so continue to do your double crochets around until you get back to this section here, this corner here. Okay, my lovelies, so I have completed the second row of the scarf here, and as you can see, I came back to where we had started off here for the second row. So I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch on top of the chain 2 that we had started the row with, just like that. Okay, and then now I'm going to do a little bit of a different stitch. I'm going to start by doing a chain of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to skip this stitch right here, and in this stitch I'm going to do a double crochet. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to skip this stitch, and in this stitch here I'm going to do a double crochet, chain 1, I'm going to skip this stitch, and in this stitch I'm going to do a double crochet, and then I just continue doing these all around until I come back to this section here. Okay, so go ahead and do the same. Make sure you go all around the Mobius scarf here, and when you get back here I will show you what to do next. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and completed the row here of this mesh part of our Mobius scarf, and as you can see, I worked it all around. It's pretty much bordering the first double crochet rows that we did. And so now I'm back here, and I'm gonna go ahead, I've already done my double crochet here, chain 1, and then this is the stitch that we skip here. And so out of that chain 4 that we started the row with, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So in the third stitch from the bottom, I'm going to slip stitch on that, onto that like this. Okay, so that way it continues on like this. And then now I'm going to start a row, a chain of 2, and in this space here, because this chain of 2 counts as a double crochet, which is what lines up with this stitch. And then so in this gap here where the chain 1 is, I'm going to do a double crochet, and then on top of that double crochet I'm going to do a double crochet, and then in this gap, the chain 1 gap, I'm going to do a double crochet, on top of the double crochet, I'm going to do a double crochet. Okay, and I pretty much continue this particular pattern here all around again until I get back to here. You will do your last double crochet in this chain one gap here, and then you will slip stitch on top of the double crochet, chain two, and then do a second row of double crochet so it matches this what we did here. And then when you do that, you will go back to repeating this row, that the third row that we just did. So you have 1 2 rows of double crochet, and then 1 row of the mesh, and then 2 rows of the double crochet, 1 row of the mesh. And this is pretty much the repetition. So we're repeating 3 different rows. So we're repeating 2 rows of this and then 1 row of that. Okay, so I will have you guys go ahead and build that up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 balls of this red here, and then when I finish these 2 balls of red, I will take the white that I had showed you guys at the beginning of the video, and I'm gonna use that white to go in the middle, and then I will use 2 more to finish off. Okay, so all together I'm going to use 5 balls of yarn like this, which comes up to 250 grams. Okay, because each of these balls is 50 grams. And I'm gonna do 2 at the beginning for the red, do 1 for the white, and then do 2 more for the red. Okay, so go ahead and build this up here, and when you have completed that, maybe I'll come and show you guys when I change the color to the white. But when that happens, you guys will I will come back and show you guys how to do that. Okay, I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have completed the first 2 balls of yarn here, so 2 of these guys here. And my plan was to do an outline of white in the middle, so not quite an outline, but there would be a white that will go, and then I finish off with 2 more balls of this so that the white kind of runs in the middle of the project. But I have actually already tried, and I worked with the white, and I ended up being short. I went to the store twice, yesterday and today, and they don't have these in white anymore. So I'm going to kind of redo this, by not redo the project, but I'm going to change the look of how I wanted it to look. So what I will do is I will continue with this red. Okay, so where I stopped off here, I'm gonna go ahead and connect the second or the third ball here, and then 4th. So I will end up doing 4 total balls in this red. And then what I will do with the white is I will just do an outline in the white, and I will either end up doing 2 to 4 rows depending on how much the ball of yarn I have left will allow me. I will either do 2 to 4 outline at the end so that it ends with the white color. Okay, so I hope you guys are following with that. I know I said that I would do the white in the middle, but it just doesn't happen to work out like that. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and continue working. I don't have to show you guys how I change the yarn here, because I will just take this and connect this to the ball, and then I'll continue to work. And the next row obviously that I will do is this mesh row, and then I'll do 2 more of the solid double crochets, and then a row of the mesh, and I will continue like that. What I will say though is what I will do with mine at the end of my 4th ball like this, I will make sure I will end with 2 rows of double crochet solid like this, so that when I do 2 of this, and then I will do solid in the white as well. So in the white, I'm not doing this mesh part of it here, because that is what after trying it wasn't gonna fit the way I wanted it to fit. So I will end with 2 solids of red at the end after my 4 balls, and then I will do either 2 to 4 solid like this, so just 2 to 4 double crochet rows in the white. Okay, depending on how much the yarn will allow me. It may allow me to do 3, it may allow me to do 4, or even 2. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna be working on, and so by the time that I come back next, I will have all of the rows completed, and then I will show you guys how mine look like. And by then you should be able to have an idea, or at least see how yours look like as well. Okay, so I hope this small change in the middle will not confuse you too much, but we're gonna go ahead and just do it like that. And by the way, if you do have enough of the white yarn or whatever color you wanted to do it in the middle, you can absolutely continue to do your project like that. It's just that I didn't have enough yarn in the white to be able to do it the way I wanted to do it at the beginning. Okay, all right, so I will see you guys when you've worked your project to the end. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and completed the rest of the projects. So as you can see here, I have my white outlining. Okay, So again, like I said in the previous part of the video, I finished the red in 2 double crochet rows, as you can see here, these 2, and then I continued by doing 4 more of the double crochets in the white. And the reason I stopped here is because I have this much yarn left on the white, so I'm not gonna do another round because it's not gonna be enough. Otherwise I would have continued to do it until I had more than 4, but it's not a problem. The Mobius scarf is big enough, and this was the whole point, was for me to make it big. So as you can see here, it is actually much bigger than the blue one that I already have on the channel. Okay, so this is pretty much gonna be the end of the video here. So all I will do for this part here, because I've finished my rows, is I will just cut the white yarn somewhere here. You have this to do something with it in the future if you do, and if you get another one of those, you can do another project with it, you can. So don't waste too much. I just cut a little bit like this, and then I've already slip stitched here to join the 2 sides, and then I will just do a chain 1 to lock it in, and then I will weave these in, and that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to weave in because I weaved in when I started the middle part of the project. I decided to crochet weaving the strands in, and I did the same with the white. When I changed my color, I weaved in the 2 strings, which was the red and the white, when I changed from the red to the white. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and weave these in here, and that's the only part that I need to, and then it's pretty much the end of the project. So I really hope you guys enjoyed making this one, because I really think this is a beautiful thing you can make as a gift for Christmas. You don't have to necessarily make it for Christmas. If you want to do it for other occasions or just for no reason at all, you can. You will just have to use different colors, because I chose this color theme because I'm making it for you guys to see it as a Christmas project. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of the video here. I hope you guys will subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you have, thank you for being a follower and being a supporter. And please make sure you like the video if you like it. If you have any comments or anything to say about the video or anything, or just say hello, please comment below. And don't forget to put on your notification bell so you can be notified of new videos coming up. I post once a week, so you guys will have a notification once a week that will tell you that I have posted a new video, and you can check it out. If it's your thing, you do save it or share it, and if it's not, then you just move on. Okay, so that's pretty much it here. Thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.